Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will discuss about the new subject, that is Dmgt, Discrete Mathematics and Graph Theory. In Discrete Mathematics and Graph Theory, the Unit 1 is Mathematical Logic. In Mathematical Logic, the important topics related to 2 marks are: first one is Connectives, second one is well-formed formulas, third one is tautology, and fourth one is duality law. Let us discuss these all are in the video. Here, if we know about the connectives, WFF, tautology and duality law, we can solve the 10 marks related concept, that is logical equivalences, implication equivalences, normal form, inference theory of statement calculus, inference theory of predicate calculus. Whole unit is related to these concepts only. From these concepts only we get the problems related concept in the examination point of view. Do not wasting the time, let us discuss about the first concept, that is connectives. Here the definition of connectives means the particular symbol used to join two or more statements into a compound statement. That is, you are joining two statements to form one compound statement that are called as connectives. For example, here P is one statement and Q is another statement, and when we use one connective, that is this connective symbol is and, that is conjunction. If we use this conjunction connective, we joining P statement, a P statement and Q statement, we form the whole compound statement is P and Q is a compound statement. Here this symbol is a connective. So the connective definition I will repeating again to understand that. Here the particular symbol, that is this particular symbol used to join two or more statements, that is this symbol is joined to join two statements, that is P statement and Q statement, to form what? Into a compound statement, that is whole statement, that is P and Q is a compound statement. It is the definition of connective. Here some type of connectives are there, that are here. The first one is negation. It is indicated with negation, this symbol or this symbol. The symbol of negation is this and or this or else this, and we can use it as a not word also. It is also called as not. Here second one is conjunction. This symbol is this one, conjunction symbol is this, and we can call this as and also. The third one is disjunction. This symbol is used as this, like this V shape, and this is also called as or. The fourth one is implication. The fourth one is implication. This symbol is used as this arrow mark, left arrow, and this is also called conditional connective. The fifth one is by implication. This is used as symbol is like that, double arrow mark, and this is also called as by conditional. These are the type of connectives. Again I am repeating. The first one is negation, second one is conjunction, third one is disjunction, fourth one is implication, fifth one is by implication. These are their symbols and other words which we can be called, or that is these are the symbols and these are the another name for this connectives. Coming to how to use these connectives to solve, here we are discussing about how to use connective to solve the symbols. Here how to use these connectives to solve the problems. Here these are the, we noted the operators, and here are the names of this operator, that is this is negation, this is disjunction, and this is conjunction, implication by implication. Here some of the precedences given to this connectives to solve the problem. These are the steps how to first which is to be solved to solve whole problem. Here given that for negation given the first precedence in the given condition, first we have to solve the negation, that is this symbol, and the second preference is given to conjunction, and second preference is given to conjunction. The third preference is given to disjunction, and fourth preference is given to implication, and fifth given to by implication. By using these precedences, we solve the given problem related to connectives. So here are the truth tables for the connectives. Here negation truth table is P, and it is, if it is given the P statement, this connective giving this truth table is negation. For negation is we are applying negation P. If we are taking here true, false, if we are taking P statement is true, this negation going to be false. If the P statement is taken as false, its negation to be true. Here second one is conjunction truth table. Here we are taking two statement, that is P and Q, and this compound conjunction applying this connective to this statements, we get compound statement, that is P and Q. If two statements are true only, then the compound statement also be true. If the one statement is true and one statement is false, the whole statement is false only. And here the first P statement is false and the Q statement is true, then the whole statement is also false only. And when the two statements are false, then the whole statement also false. To remind this conjunction truth table, we have to remind this main one. If two statements are only true, then the whole statement is also true only. Remaining all are false. Coming to the disjunction, here taking P and Q statements and applying the connective, disjunction connective, we get the compound statement is P or Q. Here if the P statement and Q statement is true, then the whole statement is true. If any one of the statement P and Q, from any one of P and Q statement is true, then the whole statement is true. If two statements are false, P and Q two statements are false, then the whole statement is false. Here the main thing we have to remind that if two statements are false, the whole statement is also false. This is the main one in disjunction. Here in negation, if true came, we got the connective word is false. If false given, we get true. In conjunction, if two statements are true, then the whole statement is true. In disjunction, if two statements are false, the whole statement, compound statement is false. Coming to the implication, fourth one, here giving P and Q statements and applying the connective, that is implication connective, we get compound statement is P implies Q. P implication Q. Here taking P statement true and Q statements true. Here we get these values. How we came that? Here giving variable statements are 2 na. So here 2 power n is formula is there. 2 power n is formula is there. If we are substituting here n value is 2, we get 2 power 2 value is 4. We have 4 cases. So we taking here 4 cases in the truth table. If you are here variables are 3, that is for example P, Q, R. Here have 3 variables. So we substitute the 2 power n formula. In plus n we substitute 2 power 3. We substitute 2 power 3, we get 8 cases. So here we write 8 cases. Now here we have only 2 variables now. So we substituting 2 power 2, we get 4 cases. Here if we taking P value as true table and Q values Q statement true, we get whole statement P implies Q also true. If P value is taking true and Q value is taking false, we get false value. If the first statement is true and second statement going to be false, the whole is false. Now if the first statement is false and second statement is true, then the whole compound statement is going to be true here in this by implication truth table. If two statements are false, then the last statement also going to be true. Here the main ones we have to remember that if the first statement P is true and the second statement Q is going to be false, the whole statement is going to be false only. This is the main thing we have to need in the implication truth table. Coming to the by implication truth table, we are giving P and Q statements and using the by implication connective, we get the whole compound statement is P by implication Q. Here taking four cases, that is first case is taking P as true and Q as true, we get whole statement is true. Here we have to main remind in this by implication truth table is if P is true and Q is false, we get the whole statement is false. And in the third case, if P is false and Q is true, we get the whole statement is false only. Here if two statements are false, we get the whole statement is true. Here in the by implication, it is the main condition we have to remember. If P is true and then Q is false, then the whole implication by implication truth table is compound statement is false, and P is false and Q is true, the whole compound implication by implication is false only. This is the main work. Consider some examples to understand the connectives very well. Here given the compounds, given the statements is P implies negation Q and negation P by implication negation Q. Here given that P implies negation Q and negation P double implies negation Q. Here we know that in the connective the preference is given to negation and second preference given to first preference given to negation, second preference given to and, third given to or, fourth given to implication and fifth given to by implication. Here we have how many variables here? We have P and Q, two variables we have, so we have to take the P, Q. If given two variables, we get how many cases? 2 per 2 means 4, that is true, false, true, false, that is 2 truths, 1 true, 1 false, 1 true, 2 false. Here the first preference given to which? Negation. So here given in this question is where here how any P, Q we written, we have negation which given to P, negation P is there and negation Q is there. So here P is given, we have to write first one is negation P. Here P values are given. If we negated that, we get what? If here is true, we get here false, and here is true also, here get false. Here false is there, it is true. Here false is there, true. That is these values is giving, here values are opposite to these values. So here given true, we write false. If we are given false, we write true. It is a negation P values. Now here what given? Negation Q is also given. So first preference given to negation now. So we are writing for negating words. Here Q values is true, we writing false. Here false is given true is given false is given true. Here negation words are completed. Next the given preference is to what? And. Here and connective is in between negation Q and negation P. So we have to write negation Q and negation P. These two we have to do this and connective. So it is the negation q and this is negation p value. So we have to go like this way. In negation q and negation p, in AND word we have what? If two truths, if p value and q value is both true, then the whole p and q statements is true. This is the main thing we have to remind now. So according to this we write this negation p, in negation q and negation p truth table. Here two false means we get false only. Any one of the false means we get false only. Now false means false. Here have two truths. That means the whole statement is true for AND. And completed the third preference given to OR. So here is any OR word. So here did not have any OR word. So we have to leave it. The next one is given to preference it implication. That is P implies negation Q. We have P implies negation Q. P implies negation Q we have. So we have to do P implies negation Q and negation P. We have P implies to this one. So P is there and negation Q and negation P also there. We have to do for this one and this one. So here in the by implication we have main one thing is if P, Q and P implies Q is a truth table for implication. If P is true and Q is false, we get whole statement is false. This is the main thing we have to remind now. So according this we are write the values of this by comparing P and negation Q and negation P. So here is P, true is there, here is false, we get here false, and here is true also, here are false, this also false. False means true, false true means also true. Here in implication, if P is true and Q is false, then the whole statement is false, remaining all are true. So now this is completed. Now we have next one is by implication. That is we have to do this by implication negation Q. So here we are writing P implies negation Q and negation P by implies negation Q. That means this one and this one we have to do. That is P implies negation Q and negation P double implies negation Q. So we have to do see like this way. In by implication we know that if P Q given and P double implies Q. If P is true, Q is false, we get false, and P is false, Q is true, we get false only. This is the main reason we have to consider to this one. Here this to this now two false is there. This one is false and this one is false, we get true. And F is this one is false, this one is true, that means we get false. And this one is true, this one is false, we get false. And this one is true and this one is true, we get true only. So for this statement, whole statement, we get this like this way we have to do the problem. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you people like the video. Keep supporting me by subscribing the YouTube channel and like, share, comment and click the bell icon to be notified every update from my small studies YouTube channel. Thank you guys.